Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Commodores will kick it off to get us underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will get the first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He lets it fly. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. That's caught. It's Ferguson. And midfield, he's got room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous. Making moves, using his speed and elusiveness.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The Commodores offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Back to pass, it's Kennedy. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Commodores want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for space, it's Harris. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering the success now early.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Turning it off. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Doors. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's going to fire deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. pull and throw off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Going for 6. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And here comes the field goal unit. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. And the try is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front set.
There he goes! He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Wants to throw. It's Wilkins. Got his man out of the backfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
There's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays. But
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Quick pass on the jet motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Blasted as he lets it go.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. On the ground, it's Harris. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. Really good pickup on 2nd down there, leaves them with 3rd and 2.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Rush is on him. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Commodores will punt this one away. He's got it near midfield. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. That's reeled in, it's Ferguson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout. And these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking to the end zone. Looking to get it in. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? looking to fire. Big fella moving. Touchdown, South Carolina. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harris.
And one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Watkins. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one. Breaks into the open. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. Pulls it in, it's Watkins. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The RPO, it's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. The Commodores will call on their punt team. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more.
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. The give to the tailback. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Snagged on the outside, it's Harris.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your head.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. With the catch, it's Stein. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
When you look back on games, you look at missed opportunities. And that's 6 points right there that this field goal unit has missed out on. Bad operation, another missed kick in a tie football game, these really hurt.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To the air, it's Kennedy. The screen, and watch out. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Now on 2nd down.
And the defense had that one sniffed out from the start. But look at this. The offense back on the ball, going with some tempo. This defense has got to communicate fast and get lined up.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry. And the Commodores will hustle to the line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Kennedy. The throw. He's got him. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Commodores have pushed it inside the 20.
First down, Commodores.
They go to the draw. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to... Touchdown, Vandy! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Penn State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Floats it out in space. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking in the field. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding the ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt him. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the ground with the back. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Commodores. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
In this kind of game, game where it's only one possession. One play could make the difference, and that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And they turn it into a defensive score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Looking to pass, it's Wilkins. Find some fresh air. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Ferguson. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throwing right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.